Welcome everyone into episode number 144 of Talking Kentucky.
And a half.
Yeah,
Take
and
two.
a half, if you wanna call it that. My name is Coleman Scott, and his name is Caden Holmes. And if you were with us about 5 minutes ago, you saw that we tried to go live and start the show, and it was a complete failure, kind of like Kentucky basketball has been in the first half.
So we needed that Louisville reset.
We needed that full restart, just like the University of Louisville did, which seems to be going pretty well for them over there, actually, with Pat Kelsey and everything. You know, I mean, they couldn't get any worse, Caden. So,
do Kentucky fans still like him?
You know, it's hard not to like. He's not intimidating at all. It's hard not to like him. You know, he's short. He's kind of cute. And you know, I just think he's kind of a good guy. It pains me to say that, Caden, but I kind of like Pat Kelsey.
Yeah, you just can't have a good rivalry if you don't hate the coach. So
I know that's the problem.
Maybe we'll have to just come up with something.
Yeah, he did say that Louisville lives in God's house. I think that was a little bit sacrilegious to say that. You know, Louisville needs God, Caden, as I've said before on the show.
That's true.
Certainly don't live in God's house. I wouldn't even put Louisville in heaven necessarily. Maybe purgatory. But I mean, when you've done some things that Louisville's done, Caden, I don't think you're just sliding into heaven unscathed.
Well, at least he didn't make a $22 million roster comment like good old Todd Golden did.
Well, that's true. Well, welcome into the show, everybody. We're back in full swing here. Caden, this is the first time that Caden has been on the show since like September. I think the last thing that happened in Kentucky sports wise when Caden was on the show was we beat Toledo in football. Caden, so it's been
I took a Matt Jones vacation.
You did, yeah. Did you go to Europe?
Except I didn't go anywhere.
You just stayed right there. Yeah, you didn't sightsee or anything. Just right there in good old Bowling Green.
I don't know how much sightseeing there is in Bowling Green unless you go to Mammoth Cave.
Hey, that's Spotted in Bowling Green Facebook page. There's a lot of sightseeing on that thing. You could people watch all day on that thing.
Coleman doesn't even live here, and somehow he got through to the page. Did you have to take a quiz?
I did. Yes, it said, "Do you live in Bowling Green?" And I said, "No, I do not." And they were like, "Well, you have to live in Bowling Green." And then they just never kicked me out of the page. I'm still in there. So
did I give you all the answers on the test? No, I don't remember.
I don't think it was like answers. It was just like, do you live in Bowling Green or are you moving to Bowling Green? And I was just an honest human being. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. But I mean, they didn't kick me out. So I'm still spotting things.
But didn't they message you later and said, hey, you don't live here?
I think the admins of the group said something to me like, hey, you don't belong here, you know, because you don't live in Bowling Green. I was like, okay. And
then nothing happened.
Well, there's like 300,000 people in that group. Not all of them live in Bowling Green. So I mean,
how could they prove you didn't live here for like a week at some point? You know?
Yeah, Facebook knows everything, Caden. You know, I'll just be thinking about tater tots, and the ad of tater tots will pop up on my news feed. So I feel like it knows, just like it knows everything else about me. For sure. But yeah, we just wanted to start the show with a nice little metaphorical first half failure, just like Kentucky basketball. And speaking of Kentucky basketball, Kentucky takes on the Georgia Bulldogs in Rupp Arena tonight in Lexington at 9:00 local time there. But we thought we'd just jump on here and do a nice little show for you ahead of time, preview the game a little bit. Let everybody see that Caden is still alive and well and still doing good, still doing good. Catch up with him a little bit, and we've got a good old tier list to tease for y'all too. So, yeah, Caden. Yeah, what you think about us beating Toledo in football? You think we're gonna beat Ole Miss next week?
Well, I can't tell you the first thing about Toledo. I forgot we played them until you just mentioned that. So there's my football comments for the show.
Yeah.
Doesn't Georgia have? Don't we have the same record as Georgia
in basketball?
In basketball, not football.
Since it's almost March, yeah. Yeah, that was your little September throwback there. I don't know that we have the same record as Georgia, but I believe it. Does Mike White still coach Georgia? Do we know?
I don't know. All I know is they got that like 8-foot dude that was committed to us at one point.
Oh, Sompto
Yeah,
Cyril. I almost said
yeah.
Taco Fall. That's not who it is. Taco Fall played for like University of California at middle of nowhere.
Who's the other
Uh,
one? Was it like Bowl or something?
Mo Bamba played for Texas,
No, that's
right?
someone different.
I think Bull played for Texas too, didn't he?
I don't know.
They got that money down there. Yeah, is Mo Bamba who they named that song Mo Bamba after?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Florida also had that dude that's like 7'8",
He's
but
7'9".
he never touches the court.
How could you be 7'9" but not be good enough to start?
I think they're planning to play him in like 10 years from now, whenever he looks like the Hulk. I don't know.
I can see that. He has enough eligibility left, probably, with the way that COVID and NIL rules and everything are going. But
yeah, just send him to the NBA first, then he can come back when he's ready.
Well, in all seriousness, yeah, just send him to the NBA, right? Yeah, which we need to talk about that too with Nate Oates and his comments about these student athletes and how they're victims. And things like that just makes my eyes roll so much that they fall out of my head. But yeah, whether we have the same record as Georgia or not, Caden, it's been an up and down year of Kentucky basketball. Start off beating Purdue, beating preseason #1. You lose to Georgetown. You lose almost every non-conference game. You get a couple random wins in there with beating St. John's. Still don't know how we did that. You sweep Tennessee. For some reason, we still keep beating Tennessee. It's like the opposite of football. They beat us even in our best years, and we beat them even in our worst years. So
yeah, we're good for about 2 out of 3 wins a year against Tennessee. I just hope it's not a repeat of last year.
Yeah, we don't have to think about that yet. But Caden, what do you make of this? What do you make of this team? How are you feeling going into like the back, I guess, last 6 games of the season here?
I think it's eerily similar to last year's team. We got a similar record. We got similar injuries. Point guard injured. We got Otega that's kind of carrying the load the entire way. I think it's very similar to last year. And at the moment, I would guess a similar finish to last year.
Well, people forget, it is a similar record to last year. I think it's because we did so well in the non-conference last year. Maybe people didn't freak out as much. Whereas, we literally like lose almost every game, the non-conference of games that mattered anyway. And then, you have the SEC is not as great this year. Right. So at least it's not as deep. So you don't want to go like 500 in the SEC. Like last year, you would have considered that to be good, or at least decent. This year, you think you can make a little bit better run at it. But so we've got. Am I right that we've got 6 games left, including tonight?
I got it right here. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 6. But that's Auburn, Vandy, Texas A&M, Florida.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and be on record. Let's predict these last few games here. So right, we have I guess Georgia at home tonight. Let's pick that one first. I know Georgia is I know Georgia's Georgia in football, and I know they're putting up they're putting up big numbers this year as far as points per game, but I still think we get them at home. 6.5 point line. I think we get it and we cover.
I think we win, but I think it's going to be closer than 6.5. Honestly,
I think it's going to be.
Might come down to the wire.
It's going to be another Malachi Moreno buzzer beater down there at LSU.
Speaking of, not to change the subject, but speaking of, if it wasn't for Colin Chandler, how many losses would we have at this point? Would we even be in the tournament?
No, we wouldn't be in the.
Shout out to Colin Chandler.
We would at least have 3 or 4 more losses if it weren't for Colin Chandler. Like just Colin Chandler alone. And I mean, you forget, like he made that pass to Malachi Moreno. I mean, that was like a, on the dime pass there. So like, and I don't even know if it was necessarily intended for Malachi Moreno, but he caught it nonetheless. So Doesn't
Hey,
matter.
he said it was. He said it was. The original play was not to go to Malachi, but
Oh, that's all right.
seemed like that was the only option left
He called an
after
audible.
nothing else worked.
That's right. Yeah, Malachi's down there somewhere. Just gonna throw it down. Hope he catches it. But yeah, okay. So we go win tonight. Then we go at Auburn, right, this Saturday. And Bruce Pearl's not there anymore, Caden, but Stephen Pearl is. How you feeling about that one?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go win on that one too.
Yeah, it's like Nick Roush said. On the surface level, you look at Auburn and you think that's a loss, but look over on the bench, you see Stephen Pearl's coaching, so we got a chance, right? And even it's in the bloodline, right?
With the exception of Kentucky, I've said that there's not a team on our schedule we can't beat.
He didn't know about Kentucky. Yeah,
I haven't heard Steven say that yet, but he might be after this weekend. Okay, then who we got? Is it Vandy at home next?
It's at South Carolina.
Okay, yeah, you got to win. I'm going to quote Barack Obama and say you should be all right on that one. Even
Well,
though
they don't have Devin
game.
Downey this time, so yeah, I'm gonna go win that one as well.
Okay, so we're going 3 wins. Okay, so that puts us at what now? 20-8. Okay, and then here's probably where the losses start coming. Who's next?
Vandy at home.
I mean, it's hard to say we're going to beat them when they beat us by 30 down there.
Yeah.
But we just didn't show up that game, and no. The fact that it's at home. And I think we actually, oddly enough, it as weird as it sounds to say, after that game, I think we match up well with Vandy. I do think we get that win.
They just lost to, they beat Texas A&M, who was number 1 in the SEC, weren't they?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna go loss on that one.
All right. Well, I could see it going either way. Like I said, it's hard to pick against them. A team that beats you by 30. But I think we get them at home and kind of split with them there. Okay, who we got next?
At Texas A&M.
Yeah, it's a loss.
I'm gonna go with loss.
Yeah, we're not winning that game. Okay. Who else? Is it Florida after that?
Yeah, senior night, Florida.
I'm going to go loss. Florida's just too good. They're just playing too well right now. It's hard for me to see us beating them. I think they might, repeat, go back to back this year even.
I think there's a good chance they'll win the championship, but senior night, we lost to them once. It was only by 10 or whatever at their place. I'm going to say win. So I'm going to go 2 losses and then win against Florida.
As Mark Pope would say, it's going to be a special night. So, so is that? Are we going? What would that be? 21-9 for both of us? Is that the final record?
No, we got 8 already. So 10, 21-10,
21-10. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's probably a likely record to finish. Where do you think we sit in tournament seeding? If we get, I think we're probably a 7 personally, if that's our final record.
We're a 6 right now. So 2 more losses. Yeah, probably a 7.
And that sets you up with that 7-10 game. But that also means that you're going to play a 2 seed in the second round, right? Which means it's going to be significantly harder for us. But I think right now some bracketologists have us playing Miami as in the 6-11 game for the first round, and Miami's undefeated. I still think we'd win that game, but that
Miami of Ohio, right?
Game. Yeah, Miami of Ohio. So feels like
everyone would pick that upset too.
Oh, they would. Yeah, that would be a popular one. That'd be one that people in the bracket challenge would
be drooling.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely would. I kind of feel like if we're a 7 seed, I feel like we lose in the second game. I feel like we don't get out of the first weekend. That's just with his inconsistent. Cody's coming in here with the with the positivity. L tonight. Clyde said thinks we're going to be a 6 seed. Well, Clyde, if we're a 7 seed, he says the 2 seed will face in the second round will be Iowa State. We've beaten Iowa State in the second round before. I'm pretty sure
we'd be fine if it was Iowa State.
If it was Iowa State,
I'm going with Sweet 16 at the moment.
So you think it's just a verbatim run it back from last year?
Repeat. Yep.
And obviously that's not successful for Kentucky basketball, right? Like we want to win national championships, but when you think about this year with the injuries that we've had, 3 of our starters out, would you consider that turnaround from the first half of the season to be a success?
Sweet 16 is not a success for Kentucky, and I don't care what the circumstances are. So it doesn't matter. That's my answer. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens.
All right. Yeah. I understand that. I think
it's still I still watch them. I'm still a Kentucky fan, but there's no world where Sweet 16 is okay, and Pope knows that.
Yeah, I think that's a valid point. Yeah, he'll say it's a he'll come out and say it's a failure, for sure. But what concerns me more than anything, though, is our recruiting for next year. I don't think we have a single commit for next year, do we? So that's not great. That's not great. So I mean, you can pretend like, oh yeah, I didn't even want to get any high school guys. I'm going to go all in the transfer portal, but like Stokes, I think is still up in the air. And
Arkansas just got someone.
Well, didn't help them the other night. At least we beat Arkansas. Caden, I mean that's
you can hang your hat on that. Yeah,
you can hang your hat on us beating Arkansas. It was a perfect Cal, undefeated at home game you're supposed to win, and he lays an egg, right? And then I'm pretty sure that they lost their last crucial possession on a long 2, which is just chef's kiss, just perfect ending to the game. But yeah, I still think that's the best game we played all season. It's almost like a reverse of them last year. They were terrible all year, and then they just went off against us. That's just kind of like how it was.
Did you see that meme with Pope carrying the babies? And it is a cool stat. Yeah. He's beat the 3 most winningest college coaches currently this season.
So that's obviously Patino, Cal, and who else?
Rick Barnes.
Oh, Rick. Okay, yeah.
Well, he's your daddy.
Yeah, Rick Barnes, your daddy, as Tennessee fans would say.
Except Pope was his daddy in this meme.
Yep, and they still have 0 Final Fours, and they signed Rick Barnes to a lifetime contract. So I guess they want to stay out of the Final Four. They like those Elite Eights over there in Knoxville. So, yeah. Well, should we do this tier list since because tip-offs in 20 minutes? So yeah, thanks to our delayed start here, I guess we better just go ahead and jump on in to these tier lists. Since we had the denim uniforms, Caden and I thought that it would be a good idea to do a tier list of jerseys, at which Caden looks like has affectionately titled "Talkin Jerseys" here. And on the screen here, which by the way, Caden, did you like the denim jerseys? Did you think it was a success?
I did, and I want to see the blue ones at some point the rest of the season, which probably won't happen, but I want to see the blue ones.
Yeah, word on the street is that they exist, and I don't know if we're going to wear them, but word on the street is that we do have them.
Do a senior night against Florida.
Yeah, that'd be the time to pull it. And also, I don't think we've lost in the denim jerseys. Apparently, that's what Ryan Lemon said.
Who did we play?
Who did we play? When
this year with the denim?
Tennessee.
Was it Tennessee? Okay.
Yeah. When we came back to beat them the second time. We came back from 17-14 to beat Tennessee. That's brutal. If you're a Tennessee fan, which by the way, they still think that they're better than us. Even though they lost to us twice, they still think they're a better team. So yeah, I don't know really how that logic works.
Which one of those players said that, didn't they?
Yep. It wasn't. I don't think it was Ament. It was somebody else.
So that's why
Gillespie,
it just hurts
maybe.
so much because we know we're better.
Oh yeah, you know you're better. I mean, it's obviously yeah. Blowing 2 20-point leads. Yeah, definitely better team. Um, Anyway, yeah, these jerseys. So yeah, denim gets the goated probably. But we can start wherever you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got goaded S tier, which I guess means super, and then A, B, C, D, and I did T for trash. So
Oh yeah,
uh,
trash. Okay, yeah,
there'll be one that will go there. It'll be a surprise. So
okay,
I decided to go by players, and then we can talk about like the era that they were in. So
okay,
first one is this guy.
okay. Still need to get him on the show. Patrick, if you're listening, respond to my text. But I see. I really like when I was a kid. The Patrick Sparks uniform, the jersey that I had was this jersey with the arched Kentucky on it. Like I really like the arch. That really does it for me. I don't know if I'm putting it in goated, but I would put it in either S or A, whatever the next one is. Yeah, S. I put it in the super tier.
Yeah, I'd go with S as well. This is a time. This is around the time I started watching Kentucky basketball, and that guy was like my favorite player of all time at that point. So I'm gonna go S as well.
Yeah, it's just it's like nostalgic for me. I think that probably plays into it for sure. So S for Sparks there. Yeah, the John Wall ones. The Kentucky straight across, I was never like the biggest fan of that. I don't really know why. Um, Not really part of the uniform here, but I like the John Wall armband. You don't see that much anymore. Like the sleeve. Like, when's the last time you saw somebody wear a sleeve?
I have no clue. I don't. I never understood. I guess I never really tried it, but I don't understand how he shot with that thing on. You think it would
Yeah,
make your arm too stiff?
it would bother me. Yeah.
But look how long
Um,
those shorts are.
yeah, I know. I can't believe they ever had shorts that long. Like I would
But back
trip
then
on.
it was normal.
It was totally normal. Yeah, you didn't want to see your knees. That was the thing. When I was in middle school, if you had shorts that showed your knees, you were officially a geek. So
I
you
should
didn't
have
want to
used the
have those.
Bledsoe one with down his ankles.
Yeah, yep. That uh, one on these, didn't they have like kind of a faint checkerboard? Like, if you really zoomed in, you could see like the dark and the light uh checkerboard kind of in the background of the
I
jerseys.
think they did on a lot of the jerseys. Like there's a Ulyss picture later or further down here, and it's a little more zoomed in. We might be able to see it.
Yeah. That's a minus for me. I've never liked the checkerboards. I would go B on this one, probably, personally, but open to your opinion.
Well, you got to also think about this was the start of being good again. I'd
Yeah,
go A.
it was the start of being good again. I don't know how much the uniforms had to do with that, but I guess if we went nostalgia for Patrick Sparks, I'm okay bumping it up to A for nostalgic reasons. That's good. If we're going this Bam one next,
Here's some here's some checkerboard for you.
yeah, I really hated these. These are my least favorite Kentucky basketball uniforms of history. I don't like how the shoulders fit. Nothing against Bam. He was my classmate. We had stats together at UK. And definitely didn't cheat off him because that wouldn't have helped me. But didn't slow him down. He got like NBA Rookie of the Year or something, I think. So he clearly didn't need that stats class.
Yeah, and he also cried after we lost in the tournament, which
He did. That's
is
a plus.
different than most college basketball players today.
Clyde, I don't see how you like these jerseys, man. Clyde says those jerseys are fire.
It's just a little too much checkerboard. Like, I don't mind
Yeah.
a little, but all the way up the whole jersey, I don't know.
Okay, well, no, Clyde says hate those. We were not in Tennessee, so he must have been talking about
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm going maybe T, honestly. At least D. I could be
No, they're.
completely swayed to T.
I can't in good like. I
T
can't.
for
I can't.
Tennessee.
No, there'll be one later we'll want to put T. I'm good with D.
Okay, D. That's fine. That's fine. But no higher. Okay. See what I think I saw which one you're gonna put in the, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I never understood these, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously 2015 Carl Towns here, obviously 2015, great year. I never understood the checkerboards on these. What is that supposed to be? Is it like just jank on the top? Did the printer mess up? Or is it supposed to like trip me out or something? Like supposed to look like I am like looking at it from the side or something? Like I don't get the checkerboards on these. I would put this D too.
I don't understand like the part in the shorts with the holes in them too on the sides. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's these are dumb. For as good as that 2015 team was, the uniforms are bad.
I would almost put this D minus. We had that tier.
If we had a minus, we'd certainly put it there.
You know what?
You create a D minus. We always got to create another tier. Clyde says B plus.
How's that B plus?
Yeah, I'm gonna go D minus, Clyde.
I don't know if I go that far.
I'm gonna go that far. Yeah. No. Wouldn't do that.
Now this was a good year.
Yeah, I really like these. Obviously, yeah, it was a good year.
It was a real good year.
When we won the national championship, yeah, that was a real good year. I'd say that was a success for sure. Yeah, Caden's got the banner back there in his background. I really like the blue trim on these. I like the kind of blue block at the bottom. I actually have this entire jersey, and when I played intramural basketball at UK, I wore this entire jersey to the games because I was that extra. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go A on these. Or S. Could be convinced S, but probably A.
I like how they, over the years, they've done less and less checkerboard. I think this is the right amount.
Yes, it is.
I'd say S on this one.
Okay, I could be. Yeah, that's fine with me. I like the S. The pattern of excellence on the little belt part there. That's really where the checkerboard originated. Was the pattern of excellence. They left a blank spot in the last one for the 2012 title, which we won that year. So I think they functioned well. So I'm all about it. Okay, Mega B-Max jerseys. Yeah, I assume this is the one that you wanted to be T. Yeah, this is like the bubblegum pink jerseys. Yeah, in light blue. Not about it.
I just put this on here because I wanted everyone to. I want to get the point across that it could always be worse.
It could always be worse. If we ever have North Carolina blue and pink uniform, we need to write somebody a letter for sure. So,
are we in agreement on trash?
Yeah, trash. It's definitely trash. Mega B-Max.
They also lost to us by like 70. So
yeah, we beat them by So the team is also trash, just for continuity's sake there.
Okay, this is the same. I think this is the same jersey as John Wall, but I wanted to get a blue one on there.
Okay, yeah, I like the blue one because like the you can see like the checkerboard a little better on the blue one. Now I know I don't like the checkerboard, but I do like it on this one because it's like not in your face; it's in the background. You know, and it's just like the it's a very soft, gentle checkerboard, and it's Jody Meeks. So
yeah,
yeah.
In general, I just like blue jerseys.
I like blue jerseys too. Yeah, those are colors. You know, I like when we wear the blue. I'll go A.
I'll go A. Oh,
is that
this is just him scoring 54 on Tennessee. So yeah, we'll put that A too.
Yeah, goated. Yeah, extra credit there. Okay, yeah. Now the blue denim. We all love the white denim jerseys. I honestly thought that Nike, I guess, is who made them because they kind of own Converse now. I thought they did a really good job of making them look authentic because usually Nike really screws up the throwbacks by making them their own, making them modernized in some level. These were pretty exact replicas, so I liked that. But I do like the blue better than the white because you can see more of the denim, obviously. I think that these jerseys are the best jerseys in the history of Kentucky basketball. I'm going goated G.
You stole the words out of my mouth. Yep. That's the best jersey, and this is the best logo.
That's the best. That's exactly right.
And it was around the same time, right? So,
yep, that's right. So all comes together. 96. That's where it's at. Okay, yeah, Dan Essel was great. 44 is a good number. This is episode number 144 of Talking Kentucky. You got the arch of Kentucky up there, which we like. I don't really know what's going on with the belt here. It looks a little.
Do they actually put a belt on?
It kind of looks like it. I don't know if that's a real belt, but that's kind of looks like what is going on there. I can't do the short shorts, Caden. It almost looks like he has a diaper on. I mean, it's going to take it to at least C. I'll let you.
Well, that's what they're almost doing these days now. Going back to those short shorts.
Yeah, I like that we're above the knee now. I like that we're not like down to the ankles like Eric Bledsoe was. But we don't need to. You don't need to wear a thong to the game. So I'm probably going to go at least C.
Yeah, I'm going to say C, and that's being generous. The belt I really have a problem with, but I'll give it C just because it's Dan Issel.
Yeah, Dan Issel gets bonus points there. Okay. Now,
do you know who this is?
That's Goose Givens. Yes.
Yep.
It also helps that it says Goose on there.
You cheated. I forgot I typed it.
But I mean, all I needed to see was the. I actually had this game on DVD, so all I needed to see was his picture. I mean, I know they're very similar to the Dan Issel ones, but for some reason, these shorts look better to me. Maybe it's the blue trim on the side.
Yeah,
it just doesn't look like a diaper.
Look at those socks; those are awesome.
Oh yeah, with the stripes on the top there, it's really a pretty sight to see the white and the blue on both ends there. So that was a nice sort of game for the eyes, but I'm gonna be at least on these. Makes me think of Joe B. Hall, which I love. Maybe A.
Those I was gonna say B, but those socks put me in A territory.
Yeah, the socks. You forget about the socks. The socks are a big part of the game. Everybody talks about shoe game. Nobody talks about sock game. So sock game.
And Clyde says A minus. So A.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Speaking of a team that I think is better this year, we gave them a hard time last year, but I'm pretty certain I saw them in the latest bracketology somewhere.
Well, look at that.
This might need to be confirmed.
Looks like they have a packed stadium there too. I like. I guess I like the red little accent there around the waist, but to be honest, it looks pretty bad to have.
For the podcast listeners, say who this is.
I don't know who it is. Oh, well, who the player is?
No, the team.
Oh, it's Hawaii. It's the Hawaii Rainbow.
Yeah, the Rainbow Warriors. Yep.
Yeah. I thought you were going to quiz me on who the player was. Like, I have no idea who Hawaii's point guard is. Yeah, I don't think we need to have all the islands on the uniform. So that's major, loss points there. These are pretty ugly, Caden. I'm probably gonna go D. This is pretty bad.
I don't understand the white on the bottom of the shorts. That's not part of the shorts. Maybe I don't know. I can't tell. It is cool that the state's on the actual jersey, but yeah, it's still ugly. The colors are awful. I'm going D.
If that's not part of the shorts, then his underwear is longer than his shorts, and that would also be not a great thing. So I'm going to go, at least D there.
Hey, they're 18-6 and first in the Big West, so they're really turning things around over there.
Well, they need to turn around their uniforms too, because the uniform game isn't great there. Okay, is this Ortega? There?
This is Ortega saying too small.
Too small to who are we playing there? Oklahoma or something? Probably Oklahoma.
It might be. It probably is.
went off. Yeah, is this after he hit one of his game winners against Oklahoma? Which, by the way, these Valentines that I put out, if you haven't seen these on our page, go check out the Valentines. Did the whole "You Take My Breath Away." We did a Colin Chandler one. Can't remember. Can't remember what I said there, but it was it's "I'll Be Calling You Later." Was a good one. We had "I Know a Guy That Thinks You're Awesome," and "I Need Mo of You." And Caden, they've got like 2,000 likes on Facebook, so people are eating those up.
Yeah, you probably didn't include the private ones you sent to me, which were even better.
Yeah, those were really good. Yeah, some of them didn't even say anything. Yeah, they were pretty good. But anyway, yeah. So I like our uniforms now, but much better than the previous checkerboard down the side ones that we had. But and I like that we're kind of heading back down the Kentucky like arched path. I think these are like B. They're not like the best uniforms that I've ever seen, but they're like above average. So I think B is like a perfect spot for them.
Yeah, I don't care for the stripe at the bottom of the shorts, but I like everything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be A if it wasn't for the stripe. So I'm gonna go with B as well.
Yeah. Oh, now these were good. The Rondo. Okay, we got Rajon Rondo on here. I think I also had one of these jerseys. Sort of had the kind of swoosh, kind of slanted white on the shorts. These were good. This makes me think. I think of Joe Crawford when I when I see these uniforms for some reason.
Yeah, it's just the blue version of the Sparks one from earlier, I think.
That it might be a little bit different, but yeah, I'll go A or S.
Oh, was it a little before him? Maybe, I don't know.
It could be, yeah, could be a little before, but yeah, these like scream like old school SEC tournament to me. Like I distinctly remember watching the SEC tournament when I was little with them in these uniforms. I'll probably go. I'll probably go either A or S. I'll let you decide.
I think I distinctly remember him hitting a game winner on South Carolina in this uniform. So I'm going to go
there.
S.
Yeah, I was at that game. Yep. I gave him a high five afterwards, actually. I said, nice shot. He's probably waiting to hear from me.
All right, we say the best for last.
Now this is good here. I love Tyler Eulis.
The best, not the best jersey, but the best picture.
The best picture, yeah. I love Tyler Eulis. I think we were playing Auburn actually when he had the blood coming down his eye. Yeah, I don't love that. I mean, to me, these kind of look like practice uniforms. You know, like there's no accent on them or anything. It just says Kentucky. It almost looks like he's wearing a tank top or like a t-shirt, like with the sleeves cut off or something. I'd probably go C or D on this.
Oh, come on. It's Tyler Eulis.
No, I'm not judging Tyler Eulis. If I was judging Tyler Eulis, I'd say goated because he's point god.
Clyde says B-. I was going to say B.
Are people going to get mad at us that we don't have a picture of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on this list?
Probably. Yeah. I'm going to add a B- tier for Clyde.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect spot for those. A little B-. Yeah, not too much love, not too much hate. Yeah, it's perfect. All right, we can't let people miss the game. Can't let people miss tip off, Caden. So I guess we shouldn't stay on too much longer now that we finished the tiers here. But what was our top one? What was our goated uniform? I think it was the blue denim, right?
Yep, Jamal Mashburn, blue denim.
It's perfect. I love it. Well, Caden, it's good to have you back on the show. It's good to talk some tiers, talk some uniforms here. We already both said we're going to win tonight. Do you have a score prediction?
Georgia's supposedly a high-scoring offensive team. We'll slow them down a little bit. I'm going to go 82 to 78.
Yeah, we're going to have to put up some points. I'm going to go 88 to 82. I think it's final score. I think you'll be right on the cusp of that line because Vegas is good at setting those. But yeah, I think we get the win. But all right, Caden. Well, got anything else to? I was going to call this show "Talking Caden" in honor of your return, but I mean, do you want to do talking jerseys? Do you have a preference?
Yeah, let's do jerseys.
All right, talking jerseys. Well, for Coleman Scott, for Caden Holmes, and for jerseys, let's go beat Georgia because this is not football. It's not September anymore, even though Caden's on the show. All right, guys. Thank you, folks, very much. And we'll see y'all soon. Go Cats.